members and friends. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Thursday afternoon. It's good to have you join in again. Today we are going to be doing the leg exercise or leg day routine. So we don't need any props, just an armless chair. My name is Desiree Myers. I'm the Assistant Program Manager here at the Washington County Senior Center. I want to remind you, as always, if you've joined in for these routines before, you've heard it a million times and you're going to hear it again, that we want to make sure we have a nice posture throughout the entirety of the routine, as well as even breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If at any time you feel pain, you want to stop what you're doing immediately. There may be various stretches or a particular exercise that you'll feel a little bit of a pull, and that's okay. We want to challenge ourselves a little bit. But if you get to the point of pain, you need to stop immediately and take note of what you're doing. Maybe you can join in on the next exercise, or maybe you just want to sit today's routine out. There will be a couple exercises today that I will try to remember to make note that if you have knee problems, you'll just want to pause, sit that exercise out, and join us for the next one. We'll be doing about 10 of each of these exercises today, starting with the seated exercises and then transitioning into the standing. Again, you always do what's best for you. You know yourself better than I do. Maybe you're able to do 15 today, or 20, or maybe you want to do 3, 5, that's up to you. Listen to your body. As always, be careful with what you're doing, checking that posture, checking that breathing. It shouldn't happen today, but potentially during the standing exercises, you do want to be careful before switching directions too fast. So most of the time we will want to find our center before switching directions. Let's go ahead and get started today. Sitting nice and tall back in your chair, back up against the back of the chair. Starting with a couple breaths here, just to get ourselves centered. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Deep breaths. And like I said, we're starting with the seated exercises. We're going to work both sides, right and then left. Starting with the right leg, go ahead and lift it up in the air. We're just going to do tiny ankle circles, drawing an imaginary circle with your foot counterclockwise for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, reverse clockwise for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right leg down and lift the left leg. Same thing, starting counterclockwise, ankle circles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, reverse it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering the left leg. Now we're going to do leg extensions. So exactly as it sounds, we're just going to lift our right leg out in front and lower back down. This is one of those exercises that if you tend to have knee problems, you might just want to wait this one out and hop back in after we finish this one. We're doing 10, right leg extended out in front and lowering back down. 1, we're not going to do this one too fast. 2, take your time, make sure to extend the leg all the way out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lifting the left leg out in front and 10, 2, 3, 4, stay in control here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Toes together, heels together. We're going to start by bringing our toes together, and then exactly as it sounds, bringing our heels together. 10 of those, lifting both legs up, tapping the toes, and then the heels. 1, toes, heels. 2, toes, heels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop it down. Good. Gas pedals. So we're going to use our imagination here, pretending as if we're stepping on the gas pedal, lifting the right leg up in the air, and just pointing the toes out and pulling back in. Again, pretending that you're stepping on a gas pedal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower the right leg. Go ahead and lift the left. Again, what we do to one side, we always do to the other. Pointing those toes out and pulling back. Out and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're now going to slide to the front of the chair here and do a little bit of side stepping. Sitting tall, so even though we don't have that back support anymore, we're sitting nice and tall with the right leg, keeping the knee bent. You want to step out to the side. It's up to you if it's a little small step or if it's a nice wide step. Taking the right leg, knee bent, stepping out and back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left leg swinging out or stepping out and back in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Checking that breathing, making sure that it's still even, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to do a little bit of a challenge here. It is one that we've done in the past, so maybe some of you have been really working on your core. And I want to make mention that these different exercises you can do throughout the day or at different times. Maybe you wake up and before actually getting up out of the bed, you sit on the side of your bed and do a few of these. Maybe not the whole routine, but I do recommend that you continue to stay active and that you do some of these exercises throughout the day, maybe try them a couple times a week. And really good if you're able to squeeze in multiple routines throughout the week. So this is a really good one that you want to try. It's going to be a hip opener, but it also helps our core, strengthen our core and stabilize us, which helps with balance. We're going to go ahead and interlace our fingers, bringing that right leg, bending that right leg, bringing the knee up towards your chest. And we're holding, sitting tall, good posture here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending the arms out to the side. Right leg is going to go straight out in front. Again, engaging those core muscles. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give that knee a hug and release. Again, what we do to one side, we do to the other. So let's do it to the left side. Interlacing those fingers, bending that leg, left leg, bringing the knee up towards your chest. Tall posture here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out to the side. Engage that core. Left leg goes out in front. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug that left leg. And release. Good work. That's one that I strongly encourage you to try a couple times. Maybe you can hug your knee for a little bit longer or have your arms and legs extended out to the front and sides, engaging that core. Maybe hold it for more than a count of 5. Or maybe you held it for a count of 2 today and you want to build up to 5. Again, just try your best, but make sure that over time that you're incrementally challenging yourself. All right, so we did the seated exercises. We're going to go ahead and transfer over to the standing exercises now. But first, we're going to take that in-between phase, the sit to stand, exactly as it sounds. For those of you that are new, you can do this a couple different ways. You can use your arms in order to gain a little bit of momentum to come to a nice standing position. Or you can go ahead and cross your arms across your chest. Some people also put their arms out in front. That's up to you. Maybe you try one of each and decide which one you like, or just stick with one throughout this whole time. That's okay. That's up to you. We're going to do 10 sit to stands. I typically just have my arms across my chest, but again, that's up to you. You can do any of the variations today. We're going to try and do 10 together. Making sure your feet are planted, coming up nice and tall. Checking that posture, and again, making sure that chair stays behind you. Go ahead and have a seat. We're sitting towards the edge of the seat here, not getting too comfortable because we've got a bunch of these to do. Standing tall and sitting down. You'll notice that we're not plopping down in our chairs. We're remaining in control. 3, again, 4, 5, halfway there. Hopefully that's reassuring to some. Up again for 6, and 7, how's that breathing? 8, 9, last one, standing up tall, and with control, sitting down, 10. All right, so again, we're transitioning over to the standing exercises now. So let's, for the last time in this routine, go ahead and stand up. And we're gonna come behind the chair. So you're gonna wanna move your chair so that you have clearance in all directions. Here, I'm gonna try and stay so that you can see me. We're gonna start off by marching in place. It doesn't matter how high up off the ground your feet come or how fast. We're just gonna march in place here for a little bit. Our posture should be tall, straight. Using the back of the chair for stability. Just something there in case you need it. You can hover if you prefer the whole time, but I do recommend having something nearby that you can grab onto quick as needed, or just rest your hands on it. A little safety precaution there. Marching in place, both feet coming up off the ground. Maybe you speed up as we go here a little bit. Maybe you even get into a little bit of a jog. Again, you know what's best for you. We're just bringing those feet up off the ground. And stop. Side kicks. All of the weight is on my right leg. Left leg is the only one moving. Gonna kick it out to the side for 10. So kicking out and dropping back down. Again, it's up to you how high you kick out to the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All of the weight on the left leg, right leg is now kicking out. Again, up to you how high. Kicking the right leg out and dropping back down. 1, out, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. This next one, we're going to kick back. So all of the weight on the right leg, left leg again is the only one moving. So instead of going out to the side, we're going to go directly back. Now you're not going to kick very high. You'll find that you can't quite do that too well. So we want to make sure though that we're kicking straight back and then coming front down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching legs. Weight is on the left leg. Right leg straight back now. Back and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're still flip-flopping back and forth from one leg to another. All the weight back on the right leg, left leg. Now, if you do have knee problems, again, this is the one that you should just wait out for a second or two till we finish it here. With the left leg, you want to pretend almost as if you're going to kick yourself. Bending at the knee, bringing that foot up, and dropping back down. Again, bending that left knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, right leg is now going to do that same thing, bending the right knee, bringing that foot up off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Time for a little bit of a jig. Again, the weight is on that right leg. The left leg is the one moving. Check the space around you, both in front and behind. This one, kind of like all of the others, you determine how big of a step or how big of a swing you take. Again, right leg plants it on the ground. Left leg, we're going to go front on the heel and back on the toe. Up to you, how big of a step. 2, 3, 4, heel, toe, 5, front, back, 6, 7, Same thing with the right leg. We're going front on the heel, back on the toe. Front, back, heel, toe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good work. Calf raises. Calf raises. We're going to come up onto our tiptoes, back down to flat foot. Except the 10th one, we're going to try and hold up in the air, and let's try to count to 10 this time. I think it's been a little while since we've tried to count to 10, so just try your best. The first 9 are normal. Coming up on your tiptoes, and back down to flat foot. 1. Again, maintaining control here. We're not flopping down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one we're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. This next exercise, definitely make sure that you're holding onto the chair or something in front of you, countertop, table, whatever it may be, a nice sturdy surface in front of you, because we're going to rock back now onto our heels, bringing the toes up in the air. Being careful here, again, making sure you have something in front of you. We're taking the toes up in the air, rocking back on the heels, and flat foot. 1, 2, just 10 normal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. A balance test yet, and then we'll go ahead and have a seat and do a little bit of cool down. But our balance test, you can do one of 2 ways. Maybe you want to stand on one foot, again, just with your one leg out in front, or maybe you prefer to grab onto your ankle or a pant leg. So you can do that, standing on one foot, or if you prefer, again, making sure you have something real close so you can grab onto, maybe you hover, or even hold on to whatever it is that you choose, making sure it's sturdy, sturdy and stable. But you can choose to do one foot in front of the other. So in this particular case, I'm going to have my right foot in the front, my left toes are touching my left heels. I have a straight line with my feet here. And again, stabilizing yourself with something if need be, or hovering, just in case. So you can do either that option, which will then switch, or standing on one foot. Completely up to you. I think I'll go ahead and keep my feet on the ground today. Starting with the right foot in front of the left foot. Standing tall. Finding a stationary point to look at. Holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully releasing that or lowering your leg to the ground. Switching it up now. So switch legs if you're standing on one foot. And if you're following me, we're having the left foot in front of the right foot. Right toes are touching the left heel. Finding that stationary point, focal point, and holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully unwrap or lower your foot to the ground. Excellent work. Let's go ahead back to our seated position here. Nice and carefully come around to the chair. Again, not changing directions too fast at any point. Sitting tall in your chair. Good, a couple deep breaths. In through the nose, right? And out through the mouth. Even breathing. If it helps you, you can count, breathing in for 3 or 4, and out for 3 or 4. So that's one way to do it. Kind of keep track in your head or a mental count of how many counts for in and how many counts for out. Let's go ahead and just finish off here with a couple ankle circles yet. Bringing the right leg up in the air. I know we've done this already, but let's do 5 in each direction. Just to slow it down a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right leg down and lift the left. Circles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left leg. Sliding to the front of the chair here. Let's do 3 deep breaths together. Lifting our arms on the inhale and lowering our arms back down on the exhale. Give it a try here. Breathing in and out. Again. Last one. Excellent work. Thank you once again for tuning in this afternoon. As always, this routine, as well as others, is going to be posted on the Washington County Commission on Aging Incorporated Facebook, as well as YouTube page. If you go in the video section, they'll all be archived there. You can find Tai Chi, yoga, strength training, the leg day routine, flex and stretch, as well as so many others. So I highly encourage you to check in on those pages and try a couple of those routines throughout the week. I'm glad you joined in on this afternoon, but I want to make sure that you are doing exercises throughout the week and not just waiting for Thursdays to roll around, although I do appreciate you joining in. So again, until next week, take care, stay well, and stay active. See ya!